Hey everybody, my name is Mike Dalcoe, the CEO. That stands for Continuously Empowering Others. And I'm coming to you with a quick message about building a wealth building system. And the system I'm talking about is Karatbars International. You know, I spent a lot of years in the mortgage banking industry, most recently with Wells Fargo. I was a mortgage banker for 15 years. So I think that I'm uniquely qualified to express a few things about this one-of-a-kind category creator, Karatbars International, and hopefully open your mind to a brand new way of building wealth. You know, there were some stats taken of 100 people. Out of those 100 people, when they were followed until the age of retirement, one of those individuals was rich, financially free. The other 5 were well off. The other 95 were either dead or still working for a living or dependent upon government and family and friends in their golden years. And that's just not acceptable. What we've got to do is we've got to learn what creates wealth and how to position ourselves on the right side of money so that money's working for us rather than we work for money. And so here's where Karatbars International comes in. It's a very unique way to build wealth without all the traditional trappings of a standard business. It's a way to build wealth while minimizing expenses, increasing assets, and maximizing your cash flow. Let me show you how it works. Now, no matter what your business is, all businesses primarily work the same way. Okay? So just understand that this is your business. And your business has a goal, which is to earn profits. If you're not there to earn profits, what are you there for, right? So everybody's in business to earn a profit. And with any business, money goes out, and that's called expenses. And money comes in, and that's called sales or income. Sales and income. Expenses minus your sales and income is what profit is. Profit is your income and sales minus your expenses. That's pretty simple. That's how most businesses work. And yeah, I get it. Everybody hates expenses, right? They can be insurance, it can be rent or mortgage on your space. It can be the product itself, ordering new product. It could be websites because it's an internet world and hosting. All right? In a home-based business, it could be your auto exchange, your auto ship, the product that you have to buy in order to stay qualified. And then your income is, of course, going to come from the sales of that product, good, or service. That is the business model for the traditional business or even networking businesses. They still work this way. You join a networking business, you have expenses of the website, hosting, auto ship of whatever that product is to stay qualified, and then the sales of the product, good, or service that you receive in because your organization grows, or if it's a traditional business, your sales force is going out and bringing products in, and that creates your profits. Now, that's normal. Now, I have an example that I want to share with you. We recently had a presidential election. At the time of this recording, we had a presidential election. And the gentleman who won was Mr. Donald Trump. Now, he's a businessman. And he's a real estate mogul. And one of the things he did, which really spurred the idea for this video, is he owns real estate properties, Trump Towers, Mar-a-Lago. And when his campaign would have meetings and conventions, very often he would have them in his own properties. Nothing wrong with that. As a matter of fact, if you owned a convention hall and you were having a convention, who would you rent the convention space from? Yourself or somebody else? I mean, that just makes sense, right? So they rented out his facility. And I personally do a meeting every year called the Let's Go Weekend. We do 2 a year. And depending on the time of year, the season, the price goes up or down. There's no set price. As a matter of fact, when I called the sales agent, I said, what's the price to get a space for 1,000 people? She says, what's the date? They don't just give me a price. They have seasons where convention is more popular, and when the demand is higher, the price goes up. It's kind of unfair, but that's business. That's capitalism. Don't get mad. Don't hate the player. Hate the game. And so he raised the price on his own campaign for the use of his own facility. That is capitalism. Now, here's where the light bulb came on for me. How does Karatbars work? Check this out. In Karatbars, we don't have all these type expenses. They don't exist. So I'm just going to erase those off the board. The expense in Karatbars International is so unique. You've never met a person in your sphere of influence that can explain this. So if you're brand new to Karatbars, if you're looking at this for the first time, this is what you need to keep your eye on. The expense in Karatbars, much like President-elect Trump, is to yourself. So you are your expense. Oh my gosh. And you have to determine how much you want to expense to yourself. How much do you want to charge you? So you move your, oh, this is so good. You move your money to you into your Karatbars currency exchange system. You're exchanging your paper declining dollars into the system, the Karatbars system, which converts it into gold. Now, I'm going to have to sort of repeat that because that's like, what did he just say? You're moving paper. You're moving paper currency into gold. So you choose the amount. There's no set amount. There's no mandatory amount, period. But in order to get rich, you have to pay yourself first. That's the number one rule of wealth, right? Well, this system is strategically designed to maximize the entire millionaire strategy. Pay yourself first, expense you. Make you an expense. How much you want to make you an expense for? So any amount will do. 50 euro is the minimum that the system will recognize, and that can be done weekly or monthly. So you choose an expense. I chose to expense myself $300 per week. And I'm putting that into me. Gosh. I put that into me, and the system converts the cash into gold to hedge against inflation. Now, people say, what's the price of the gold? There is no gold price. It's irrelevant. I'm moving my expense into me at any amount I choose. I choose the amount. If gold were to go up to $500 a gram, the companies that sell gold by the gram would probably go out of business because most people can't afford to pay $500 a gram. However, if I have set my expense at $300 a month even, it is incrementally saved and converted into gold. If I were to set my expense at 50 euro per month, even if gold were $500 a month, my 50 euro would be converted into gold incrementally. It would give me 1/10 of a gram of gold, and it would save it. And when gold does what it always does over time, goes up, my wealth goes up, but I'm expensing myself. I have no expense because the wealth in the gold comes right back to me in the form of profits. And here's where it really becomes completely mind-blowing. The sales that a traditional business has, Karatbars has no sales. We don't sell gold. All we do is educate people on how to do what we just did. Keep their money, expense themselves. So as they expense themselves, a commission is paid from Karatbars back to us. The product is wealth, and the movement of money through the system creates wealth. We help others build wealth for themselves, and we're paid a commission for that activity. Folks, there is no logical reason in the world why anybody should miss this amazing opportunity. There have been businesses, and they come and they go, but there's never been a system for private individuals to operate like the Federal Reserve. They print money and they loan money, And interest is paid on the loan that they printed, and they earn the interest. That's the Federal Reserve banking system in short. This system is, we take money we earn, we move it to ourselves, it's converted into gold, which goes up in value historically over time. We refer others to do the same without any sales and without any buying. We're exchanging. And when the people exchange, we earn a commission from that exchange. Unlike any other business in the world, Karatbars International is the only business I've ever seen where the expense that you have comes back to you. I mean, you think about it. Any other business in the world, every business has expenses. The expense goes away from you, and it's moving money away from you, and it never comes back. With Karatbars, the expense is you. You move money from you to you. You've got to see this. Get back to the person that shared Karatbars International with you, and let's get you started creating profits for yourself through the movement of your own money back to yourself. This is Mike Dalcoe, the CEO. We'll see you on the next video.